Hello everyone, welcome back to another video review. Today we're going to have a look at the BitFenix Alchemy sleeved cables. So these are all the cables that they've sent me. I've kept them all in the packaging except for one. And I'm actually going to take these all out. I just took this one out just to have a quick look at it first. And it is of really high quality. And what I really like about this cable, and I think that is the case with all of them, is that you can actually bend them and they stay in that position, and then you can take them pretty much out of that. Yeah, you can actually take that out, and then you can actually bend that in really any direction you want. So that's really useful when you're doing cable management. I've had cables that always keep some edge in it, and yeah, that's pretty annoying. Okay, so they're all out of their original packaging, and just to give you an example, I have not tried to take this edge out. I know it's mostly really hard with 24-pin cables, so let's just try this, because it is very easy. Even with the SATA cables, as you can see, this one is actually pretty straight, and it was in the packaging like this. So you just do that, and there you go. So that's really cool about these cables. Now I've checked out, actually I've not checked out yet the connections. This is a Molex to 4 SATA connections cable. Yeah, they look pretty decent, as well as the Molex connection. Pretty standard though, not with any grips on it to take another Molex out of it, to take another Molex connection out of it, or whatever, to pull it out, sorry. What is this? This is a Molex to 3 Molex connector cable. They've sent me another Molex to 1 SATA cable. So, SATA and Molex. And this is the 4-pin power connection cable for your motherboard. The first one I showed you in the video is, by the way, the 8-pin connection if you have an 8-pin motherboard, but I'm not going to use this in my build, because I'm actually going to do a build later in the video, by the way, in the white BitFenix glasses, which is standing right here. But anyway, besides all these cables, they've also sent me 2 SATA cables. So now I'm gonna put these in the case with my computer. I'm gonna try to build this as nice as I can, so you have a nice look at the cables. Probably the back of the motherboard tray will be pretty full, because I don't really need all the cables, but maybe it will make it easier to actually do the cable management, because I have more options to route cables around the motherboard tray. But anyway, let's get to the build now, and I'm gonna show it to you. And oh yeah, by the way, these cables come in lots of different colors. Okay, so I have finished the build in the case, and I've been to a party, so that's why this is here now. Anyway, as you can see, the cables are installed, like the 24-pin cable there, and the SATA cable here. Also, the 4-pin connection right there. Anyway, it all looks pretty clean, and that's actually because of the cables. Because on this side there are no extra cables. Actually, unfortunately, they didn't include a very long SATA cable. Otherwise, I would have installed one here for the DVD writer. And you can actually see another blue cable there. That's the Molex to SATA sleeved cable. But let's now have a look at the other side and see how I did the cable management. Alright, so this is the cable management. As I said earlier in the video, I would probably have lots of more cables here than I would normally have, and that is of course the case now, because I actually use all the extension cables except for 2 of them, and those are the 8-pin, of course, because I don't need that one, and the Molex to 3 Molex cable. Anyway, the other ones I have used, and so you can see how I routed the 24-pin cable here. On top you can see the Molex to SATA cable, so SATA power cable. There you have the 4-pin power cable for your CPU power. And here at the hard drives, I can see that I have used the Molex to, so that's actually the Molex to SATA power. So those are 4 SATA connections on one wire, on one cable. And I've used the sleeved SATA cables for the SSD and one of my other hard drives. Again, don't really look at this mess of cables. That's because of the, well, these are actually cables of the lights on the Colossus. But anyway, I'll have a quick solution right here now. These cables are very flexible. These are easy to bend. You can do lots of stuff with them. That's a very good thing that you can really see here on top with these other cables. You can see that I routed them and was able to actually tuck them away like that. You can't really do that with most cables. Also with the 24-pin cable here. Other than that, the connections are good, so you don't have to really, you don't have any problems plugging them together. They're very standard though, so on the Molex connections you don't have these grips like you have on the cables on, wait, let me see, like you have here on the cables of my power supply. But overall, I'd have to say that these cables get a brilliant award. The sleeving is of high quality. You have lots of colors, lots of options, and you get this for a really good price compared to other cables that I've seen and actually bought myself a few years ago. But yeah, that was the review of these sleeved Alchemy cables from BitFenix, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.